Good morning, everybody. Phoenix Echo here, aka the Gold Pidgeotto. And, not gonna lie, I'm not in the best, I guess, mental state today. And that has to probably do with not sleeping a whole hell of a lot. It's like right at 7:50 in the morning. Normally, I'm never here this early. Normally, I'm like the mid-shift person, or actually all of last week I was closing, and this week this weekend, today through Sunday, I'm opening. Today I'm scheduled 8:30 a.m. until 8:30 p.m. and then like tomorrow's like 9 to 8 and then 9 to 8 on Sunday. But no, just when I say I'm not in the best mental state right now, it's stress, um, overthinking, worrying about probably way too much. Taking the smallest little thing and blowing it up out of proportion in here. Um, but really, God, I don't even know how to talk about it too much. So, a lot of you guys know that back in June of 2018, my car got repossessed like right in front of my face over being half of a month payment behind. They decided to come take it, put it in the impound lot. Impound lot wanted like $1,500 to get it out, on top of another. God, I think the people that I guess owned my vehicle or whatever wanted like $300 and something dollars. They wanted a full month payment. Um, and I'm like, well, I didn't have it back then. Definitely don't have that now. Um, but yeah, not having a car really sucks. Um, Especially having a job. Now, I know that right after my car got repossessed, it wasn't too big of an issue to, hop on a bus. I mean, it sucked because it took 2 hours just to get to work. And then say I got off work at, hell, I don't know, whatever number, get off at 5 p.m. Well, I wouldn't be home until 7 p.m., 8, whatever. And the difficult part about it, honestly, I could walk from where I live to my job, and it would only be like 2.7 miles, I think. But at the same time, I've had about 4 knee surgeries since I was like 12 years old. And walking, yeah, it's good for like my knees, my muscles, whatever. But at the same time, it does hurt, you know, and it would still take me like another hour and 15 minutes to walk that. I mean, yeah, I walk fast, I'm not going to lie, but I don't walk that fast. Um, so yeah, I didn't sleep a whole hell of a lot last night, got my paycheck at midnight, you know, put some money on the electric bill, put some money on the internet, paid off rent for October. So, I'm always trying to stay ahead of the game. But yeah, shit, I'm not gonna lie, it still leaves me with like $100 spending for a week, and that's groceries, and you know, I don't really have a whole hell of a lot else. Um, I don't really get to do a whole hell of a lot for myself, or for the woman. Like, of course, with COVID and everything, her and I can't really go out on a date or whatever, things of that sort. We try to, oh, excuse me, maybe order DoorDash or something like once or twice a week. We budget for that. Um, but it's more so like it's a stressful situation. Like, it's nobody else's responsibility to get me to work but me. So It's either I can take the bus or I can walk. Or, maybe somebody at my job might help me. Like back in March, once, this coronavirus stuff really blew up, nobody wanted me to take the bus because a few of the drivers came down with coronavirus, things of that sort. So yeah, I was getting rides to and from, and then it just kind of like everybody was either getting promotions or moving to different stores, and I'm like, well, a lot of the people I work with now, driver wise, they don't really know me, and it's kind of like I don't really want to be like, hey, can you give me a ride home, or hey, can you pick me up for work? It could be out of their way. I don't know where these guys live at. Um, but yeah, so I literally jumped on the bus at like 6:30, 6:35 this morning, and my anxiety with these buses now, like even wearing, one of these things, it doesn't really do a whole hell of a lot. It's not really going to protect you. Um, but yeah, literally it went from basically right out in front of my house to the closest Walmart to my job. And as soon as I got off the bus, I shit you not, I took my mask off and puked right in the middle of the parking lot because of my anxiety. And then jumped on another bus about 7:30 this morning, like from Walmart to work, got to work pretty much right when I started this video. And as soon as I got off the bus right outside my job, took off my mask and puked again. My anxiety is like through the roof with these buses. Another thing I did find out, I was talking to one of the drivers that I had talked to and seen throughout the years of taking the bus, and they were like, "Yeah, well, they never really tell us which of the drivers has, coronavirus or who tested positive for it, but apparently they, from what this driver told me, anyways, was, oh, so and so tested positive for coronavirus, and the bus station, whatever, people were like, oh yeah, we'll let them have 3 days off and then they're free to come back to work." I'm like, no, hell no. Like, that does not make me want to take the bus at all. I was like, you have coronavirus, you're going to quarantine yourself for at least 14 days or longer. Like, in all reality, it would be like you catch COVID, you're going to quarantine, and then you're going to go get tested again to make sure that you don't have that shit. I take that very seriously. Like, I want to take care of my employees here at my job. I don't want to have that issue myself. Just my anxiety about taking the buses. I know that I always rant when I get on here. Really don't know what else to talk about. I'm going to enjoy my 12 to 13 hour shift. I love you guys very much. And as always, take it easy.